How you doing? This ain't crazy. And it's a story about how I got high and how far I took it to. It's crazy. But how I first started smoking when I was 12. That's when I was smoking cigarettes. And when I first started smoking cigarettes, I got caught. My mother caught me. My cousin snitched, and when I came in the house, my mother told me to start smoking cigarettes, so I started smoking cigarettes. But then, like, I think like a couple, 2 years, I smoked another cigarette. That's when I was like 14, and I smoked me another cigarette. That's when I smoked me another one. And then after that, what else? After that, I stopped for a minute, and then I started smoking weed when I moved around Falls Creek. When I started going to Fallsville High School, a couple of niggas introduced me to it, and a couple bitches asked to fuck for weed, basically. And that's when I started smoking so heavy. You feel me? And see, my brother and them thought they got me smoking heavy. They just got me into it more. You feel me? Cause I wasn't like really into it around Falls Creek. I was into it, but I wasn't like really into it. So when I started smoking weed around Falls Creek, I smoke every day. I smoke every day before I go to school. I smoke every day after school. It was like a morning time breakfast thing for me and an afternoon lunch thing for me. But like, I smoked, and then like the principal in the school knew I smoked, cause he had come here, asked me to come to him and say, "Girl, yeah, let me see your eyes. They'd be bloodshot red." And I wouldn't care, cause it's a free world. What you worried about it for? And then I got suspended for a couple of days after that, cause I used to get in a lot of trouble. I used to run through the halls. I used to do a lot of dumb shit that wasn't necessary, and I didn't care, cause I didn't give a fuck. And then like I used to follow behind them, and then after that, I started smoking by myself. That's when I got beat up and got robbed and stuff like that. And when I used to live in the apartments in Falls Creek, I went to the hospital about 5-6 times, you know. And it wasn't pretty. I almost died one day. And I almost died 2 days. One was in the apartments, and the second one was at my grandmother's house. That's when I was living there. And my stomach was hurting real bad. And I wasn't really like drinking no water. So I wasn't really like, I was dehydrated. But I didn't feel dehydrated, because I would have drank soda. I would have drunk juice. Sometimes I drank water, but I wasn't dehydrated. You feel me? He was like, "You drained yourself." And I was like, "What you mean?" And he was like, "You wasn't drinking nothing. You wasn't really doing nothing. All you was doing was probably smoking weed. And every time you would come to the hospital, you would always say you smoke a lot of weed." And I did, you know. Cause that's just Gary. That's just what I do. That's all I wanted to do, was smoke a lot of weed. You know, I always wanted to wake up, smoke a J. You feel me? Then I go back home. I go out for a couple of hours, and I go back home. Then I got more weed to come home to. That's something I always wanted, and nobody could control me, because I was a grown ass man. That's when I started. When I started smoking weed so heavy, is when I was in the car with my brother and his friends, and they was smoking so much weed. Like we smoked about 15 J's that day, and then one day we smoked 15. Cause we smoked a couple. We smoked. When I got in the car, I sat in the back, but I was in the middle. And then like some more people came, so I had to move to the door, you know. And then I sat down the door, and they just passed me blunts. I was like, man, fuck it. I was just smoking back to back, back to back. And we was smoking so much. I mean, more fast. We was smoking so much, and that's when I got in my head to where I could buy my own weed. Cause me, in my head, I'm like, man, if I go to a drug dealer and I say, yeah, I want some weed, he be like, what you mean? And then I had to realize like, it's certain limits to weed. You feel me? I just can't go to a drug dealer and say I want some weed. I'm gonna sound like a suspect. You feel me? They were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I want some weed. I'm gonna be lost. You feel me? So I had to realize like I want a J. You feel me? That's $10. You feel me? So after I bought my J and I spoke by myself, I was high as a motherfucker. I bought some pack. And he said it was some type of weed. I didn't know the weed back then. I didn't know what type of weed I was smoking. I was just putting in the blunt and rolling it up and smoking it. I didn't know. So when I first like started doing research on weed, I was like, dang, Mo, this shit got me high. I was outside and late at night. I walked up to the shopping center. The little shopping center, Curry out. They was selling weed up there. They was like, come in the back, because I don't want to get caught by the police. I was like, alright. So I gave him $10. And he gave me a J. And then I bought me a roll-up. See, over Falls Creek, a youngin' can buy a roll-up because everybody buy roll-ups. You can have no face where you can buy a roll-up. So I went there like, yeah, can I get a roll-up? He was like, you over 18? I was like, yeah. And I had the deep voice like I got now. And he was like, huh. And he gave it to me. And then I went home, and that's how I knew how to start rolling weed, rolling J's. You feel me? I started rolling the jump. The jump felt tight, like I couldn't, like, you know, get any air through it. So I unraveled it. Then I rolled it again. Then it felt too loose. So I unraveled it. And I rolled it again. Then it felt perfect. You feel me? I felt the weed. You feel me? I didn't use a lot of paper because I feel like I was gonna smoke a lot of the stuff in the roll up. So I cut it. You know, do all the basic shit. So I did all that, and then I rolled it. And then I went in the hallway. Then I smoked it. I was high as a motherfucker. When I say I was high, I was high. Like, I couldn't even function. That was some good weed, you feel me? I knew it was a lazy because I knew the nigga named DJ. That's where I got the weed from. And I knew the nigga. He don't do that cruddy shit. So I knew the nigga and I bought the weed from him. So when I bought the weed from him, he was like, yeah, Curry, can I smoke it with you like this? Nah, son. I want to smoke by myself. And that's when I got in my head to it. I'm gonna smoke by myself. That's when I started buying 3 5s. I started buying 2 3 5s at a time. Every 2 weeks I buy 2 3 5s. And that 2 3 5 would last me through 2 weeks. I smoke one in 1 week. Then I smoke another in the second week. And by Thursday I'll be done with all that weed. Cause I done smoked it all. I smoke a J 2 J's a day. But they'd be fat J's. You feel me? They'd be like chunks like that. They'd be like that. And I smoke all that by myself. I be so hot. And then like people don't know, but like around Falls Creek, they made me smoke heavy. Cause I smoke every day. I used to skip school and smoke. You feel me? I didn't care about school back then. And now I do because I need my education. But I mean, I got more now. So what else happened? I was smoking so heavy. Like, I had to smoke every 5 minutes. I swear I did. If I had the money, oh, you best to believe I'm going to get high. Cause that's just girl, like that's just what I did. You feel me? And like, like if I move to this condo, I'm gonna smoke heavy again. But I want to get a job to it. Once I get the job, they don't piss test me again. It's something I don't want. Like you just piss test me randomly. It's something I don't want. And I don't care if they do it, cause I know how to like to blow the smoke, and I know how to inhale the smoke to where it go in my system. You feel me? I know how to do all that. Cause one time I was in this little program, and I smoked a J like the day before I had it, and I went for a piss test, and then my urine came clean. I was like, for real? let me do this all the time. But nah, though, like I know how to smoke. Like I smoke so heavy, man. And like you can't take no smoker away from weed that smokes heavy. You feel me? Even though he say he stopped or she say she stopped, she gonna always find a way back. That's me. I'm gonna find a way back to smoke more weed. But like I smoke to get all this shit that's in the world away from me. I think that's why I smoke so heavy. Some real shit. Like I do that because the world is fucked up right now. And it is, man. It is. And when you smoke weed, you see a different story. But nah, though, like when I smoke weed and I'm by myself, I think. I remember one time smoking weed in my sister's bathroom, and I was just thinking, I couldn't finish the J because I was so hot, I couldn't finish it. You feel me? I couldn't. And I was just sitting there. I was just like, dog, I am hot as shit. Like, really, I gotta finish this shit. I had more weed that day, but that J, I could not finish. It was burning so slow. That's the way. It was burning so slow. I couldn't finish. And it was a fat J. I couldn't finish it. It was too much weed for me that day. And I couldn't. And when I stood up, I got dizzy. Like, I think I stood up too fast. But when I stood up and I got dizzy, and then I went to reach for the speaker, I was like, damn, dog, I'm high as shit. My eyes was closed and everything. I was like, dog, I can't even function. That's when I go lay in my in the room, and I lay on the bed and I be high. And I said I be high, dog. I be high. I lay my head like this, and I just lay back, and I be high, dog. You know how high I get? Then I roll me a no, and I go smoke. That's crazy. I just love weed. That's why I got this on my thumb. Cause I love weed and I got the 420s on. You can't take me from weed unless I take myself from weed. Like if I get a job that pays me to smoke weed, I would be rich. I swear I would. I would be so rich. Cause I smoke it so much. I roll J's even before I even think of weed even before I get the money. How many minutes? I'm 14. But yeah, though, I think about it before I ever get the money. Cause I already know I'm gonna get the money. I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna spend it on weed. That's already shit. But I'm about to leave cause I'm hungry. And I need to eat this motherfucker might give me a pizza. But thank you for listening. That's my weed story.